The Dogs take the road for the first time this season, traveling to Kilgore. Don't touch that dial. This is the Burt Williams Show. Coach, this week you're taking the Dogs on the road to facing a number 11 Kilgore team, just loaded with talent and going to be a huge challenge this week.
Well, it is, a young team, as we've talked about before, first road game, taking on number 11 team in the country, a team that we had a very tough game against the previous year, well known for their defense, and we knew it was going to be a big challenge to go out there and come back home with a win, but was really proud of the way our team approached that challenge and did some really good things out there in Kilgore, Texas.
We have some great highlights for you this week. You're watching the Burt Williams Show.
Everything you got. Everybody in?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Go to the middle of the field right here. Lead the way on three. 1, 2, 3.
Lead the way.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
Dr. Stephen Neergarth, Dr. James Eckstein, and nurse practitioner Torrance Drakeford at Oconee Orthopedics provide the Milledgeville area with advanced orthopedic care. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior who tends to overdo it, or just have aching joints, we can help. We specialize in hip and joint replacements, sports medicine, foot, knee, shoulder, elbow, ankle, hand, and pediatric orthopedics. We also treat orthopedic trauma. Put your pain in the past. Call Oconee Orthopedics today.
Coach, we're going to come out here and get started kicking the ball away. Going to put the defense on the field and get started for this great ball game.
Yeah, I tell you, it was another warm day in Texas, a little bit reminiscent of our Navarro contest from a couple of weeks ago, but we knew we had a very powerful, talented team in Kilgore coming out, and they do a good job moving the ball early on right here against their defense. Again, big tailback, rumbling, bumbling, moving the chains, but defense bows their back, halts them near midfield, and forces a punt into the end zone.
And we're going to come back, keeping it on the ground, working outside to that right edge, and really against a quality defensive front, we had pretty good success running the ball on the day.
Yeah, we did on the day. One of our better outings, thought, up front, our running backs, first half especially, and then good job right here throwing the middle seams. J.Q. Quimley on the receiving end. But you can see Jordan Brown right here doing a nice job running, hitting the edge, and starting us off on this opening drive, coming in here and giving us a chance to get down in scoring position.
And some nifty moves right there, some great feet work, getting the ball and moving it forward.
Yeah, K'Wan Bryant, came in support of Jordan there at tailback. He's wearing the number 1 jersey and really did some good things on today as well. And then Tyler comes in here, throws a nice ball out to Deshaun Santiago for the touchdown.
We do get the point after we come back out, kicking it off here, going to put the defense back on the field. And, Coach, you got to be pleased with that first drive and the way that first series went.
I'm going to tell you, it's really good to be out on the road and be able to get a stop and then take the ball down and put a touchdown on the scoreboard. Really, kind of help our guys settle in, I think, there in the first half, and just feel good about what we were doing and giving a little bit of confidence to our young Bulldogs. But again, you can see Kilgore doing some good things, had a very good offensive line, big physical running backs and good receivers out there. But their defense, again, we get them back down into 3rd and long and right around midfield. Board back, and a great play right there, David Mims on the pick 6 for the touchdown.
Just a great break on the ball, and just like you draw it up, you tell him to protect the sticks, and that's what he was doing.
He really did a nice job there, and it's good to see all that coaching and practice, come out there and bring the results for you. And great coverage right here on our special teams, trying to keep Kilgore pinned down deep as possible.
They come back out here, going to have a couple miscues, and then the defense steps up again, and he's going to put some points on the board.
Yeah, the one thing they were doing on offense, you're doing a lot of cutting on the outside, and they were really, getting after our guys. And you can see right here we have a illegal pass right there, and it actually ended up being a safety. He threw it backwards. They called him for grounding initially, but it ended up being a backwards pass for a safety, and we get the ball back. So defense put a few more points on the board to help the cause.
Coming back here, getting pinned to the sidelines, but trying to make a return out of it anyway. We come back, keeping it on the ground, working that offensive line again, and like I said, doing a great job of handling that front.
Yeah, just, stretching them out there. K1 did a nice job, putting the ball in position, but we come up a little bit short here on 3rd and long and have to punt one, and we do a nice job right here getting the ball out. TJ Lowe there in coverage, ready to down the ball, and again, pin Kilgore deep and try to play that field position game as best we can.
And Kilgore's going to come back out, going to go to the air a little bit, getting it off the ground that they're known for running the ball, but come back here, really going to start working things through the air.
Well, you see a lot of the quick bubbles and the quick outs and all on the outside, and again, you can see their guys cutting, had several calls go against them, can't cut coming back into the ball, and there were several times where that worked against them, but our guys haven't seen that much cutting as far as stuff that they had to defend yet, so that was a bit of a learning curve for them, but a great job right there on the rush. I believe that was Kalen Ritchie coming in, getting the sack and strip, and then Khalil Gray recovers the fumble and advances it a little bit, and then K1 Bryant comes out. Nice run right here, running the power off the left side, and puts it in for another GMC score.
Defense stepping up again, making another turnover. Just a great play to swat that ball away.
Yeah, and look at the pursuit. The guys in white right here. Those guys are running around, flying, playing hard, making plays. And again, they're creating a lot of the opportunity that we have here in the first half. And, great tackle right there, bringing your feet, running through the hit, and just really doing a nice job. They had a little bit of over pursuit right there. Jalen Wade had him dead to sights, and he's got to come to balance a little bit better so he doesn't miss that tackle. But gave him a chance to get out on the outside and made a few more yards maybe than they should have. And good heads up play by their guy. But look at the pursuit again of their defense, and Devontae Freeman finally gets him down. And then a great block again. Devontae Freeman comes up. Cam Lott, transferred cornerback from Rutgers University, came in this year and has really been doing a great job for us. He scoops the block up and returns it for a touchdown. And
the ball just bounced perfectly right to him for him to be able to take it up the sidelines. They come back out, going to keep working on the ground, trying to gain some yards. But one of the things I know that you were worried about was your youth at secondary especially. But, man, these guys have stepped up. They're playing aggressive, and they've really grown up.
I tell you, they are. They're taking good steps each week. And you saw a great tackle there, Trey Barrett, number 24. Just physical, bringing their feet through the tackle and, not letting them get a lot of yards after contact, which is helpful. And then another one of our freshman tailbacks, Jakeas Leapart there, number 10, just getting some tough yards. He's a big tailback, can do some things, and lines opening holes, and, he's taking advantage of it best he can. And, we kind of telegraphed this throw right here. That was probably one play in the first half we really would have liked to get back and, gave him a pick six and let him get on the board. One thing we didn't want to do is give them any signs of life, the way we were coming out and playing hard in all aspects. So we hated to do that, but it was up to our offense now to go answer and take the ball back down the field and make something happen.
Well, especially when you're on the road, you don't want to give them life either with that home crowd getting behind them, and they're a very talented team. We come back, keeping it on the ground, working up the middle, and we're going to stall here and have to punt.
Yep, nice job fielding the snap. Evan Pantels had a low hopper there and great coverage. Isaac Zico there as our force, but didn't respond the way we wanted to offensively. Put the defense back out there on the field right now, and having a 3-man pressure, couldn't get to the quarterback, but coverage was excellent, and we made them take the short option and got him down. And then again, our defense rallies to the other outlet pass there, and trying to keep him from getting a first down. And unfortunately, we have a little bit of bad luck there. Knock the ball out, but it bounces to their guy, and they're able to move the chains.
Great job right there by that corner. I know he gave up some yards, but got cut, got up, and still forcing the pursuit.
A great effort right there. And that's when you get knocked down, you get back up and go make a play. And he did a good job with that. But as you can see, they're finding some holes in the middle of the field on some of the things we're doing, but they get down tight. Great play right there. Devontae Freeman does a good job knocking that ball away. And we get pressure again on the field goal, and they miss it wide to the right, I believe it was. And we're back out, trying to grind it a little bit. We kind of hit the back of one of our blockers there, and Zacchaeus pops it out the back door and gets some good yards. He went over 100 yards on the day. A lot of tough physical running. As you can see, he's really good about getting his pads downhill and making something happen. And great job right here. Tyler Herman had a little bit of rush coming late right up in front of him. Stepped into it, delivered the ball to our receiver right there for the big touchdown. And Devontae Jones at receiver made a nice catch and just extended the lead in the first half for us.
Yeah, and the time's starting to run out on the clock here, and they're going to kind of try for a Hail Mary pass, and we're going to be able to get in front of it and knock it down and take it to half.
Yeah, one of Milledgeville's own, T.J. Lowe right there on the pass breakup. Number 13 got a lot of snaps at corner. He's really coming on, doing some good things. So it's good to see one of our homegrown young men doing a good job out there. But first 30 minutes, with the exception of that one errant throw and giving them the pick six, really we played about as good as ball, I think, as you can play in all categories of the game. So really pleased about where we were going into the half.
Yeah, very complete first half, special teams and everything, hitting on all cylinders. Don't go anywhere. Your second half highlights are next. You're watching the Burt Williams Show.
Dr. Stephen Neergarth, Dr. James Eckstein, and nurse practitioner Torrance Drakeford at Oconee Orthopedics provide the Milledgeville area with advanced orthopedic care. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior who tends to overdo it, or just have aching joints, we can help. We specialize in hip and joint replacements, sports medicine, foot, knee, shoulder, elbow, ankle, hand, and pediatric orthopedics. We also treat orthopedic trauma. Put your pain in the past. Call Oconee Orthopedics today.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
These days, convenience is hard to come by. Georgia Military College offers campuses in Middle Georgia and programs that can be taken fully online. Flexibility is as important as the classes you choose, and GMC's programs give you the ability to mold college around your busy schedule. Small class sizes and dedicated instructors give you the attention you need without being overwhelmed by traditional college life. The future is in your hands. Come see why GMC is a perfect fit for your educational goals. GMC, start here, go anywhere.
Coach, we're going to pick it back up in the first half with our first series, going back to the ground game, really starting to get some yards and making some progress.
Yeah, we wanted to come out and take it down, and we got behind the chains a little bit on this first series and try to throw a tunnel screen right here, and they did a good job reading it, reacting, and we were able to knock the ball away. And punt team had to come back out, but nice job right here, again in coverage, getting down there, and had to put the defense on the field though to get them to come out and try to stop this Kilgore offense.
They're going to hit their biggest play of the game so far, getting deep down into our territory, and they're going to come back and hit us, working the edge right here. Great pass breakup.
Nice job right there, Anton Coleman. I mean, one of the things we talked about at half was, coming out and, doing a good job from the start. And I think our guys maybe, relaxed a little bit right there offensively and defensively that first series. Had a big lead, 37-6, but, we're on the road. We're playing a very good team, and, we really can't afford to relax. So great return right here. Isaac Zico, one of our young receivers, makes a big play in the special teams, and we're back out here on offense trying to make something happen.
And that seemed to be the way the whole game went. When one of your units faltered a little bit, the other one just stepped up.
Yeah, they did seem to do that. And right here, we had a good run there to start it, and then we had, we had a couple penalties that pushed us back, so we ended up taking a field goal right there to extend the lead a little bit and get back on the scoreboard there in the second half. But Kilgore, again, to their credit, very good team. They were highly ranked for a reason, very talented. And we knew they were going to come back and fight. They're at home in front of their fans and their families, and we knew we had to do a good job coming out, making things happen. And there's our defense flying around again, creating turnovers. Right there, one of our young linebackers, Keyshawn Moore, did a nice job scooping that ball up and making some yards. And we had a problem in the second half we didn't have in the first, getting behind the chains, and had a holding call right there on our right tackle on a nice gain, and it kind of got us into a situation where we had to pass, and we had a little miscommunication between quarterback and receiver there that resulted in an interception in the end zone and stopped a great opportunity for us to put points on the board. And then gave up a big play right here. We had them pinned back and things were going good, but we had a little bit of a break, and then we come out and defense again bowing their back, guys flying around, making plays, and had a good stop there, forcing a punt.
And a nice high punt by them, going to get a pretty good Kilgore bounce, pinning us back inside the 10.
Yeah, one thing we really wanted to do right here is come out and reestablish some field position. We didn't want to, get into that battle where we get pinned back in and then we can't, get the field position game established. But we go out there and have a nice run again called back because we didn't line up right out at receiver. So we got pinned down tight. We had to go to our danger punt, and short field punt right there. Did not have very good coverage by our gunner right there. He got pinned and didn't get off to make the play. So, that put our back to the wall right here defensively, giving them a very short field to make something happen.
But defense, like you said again, they step up and they make a play, pinning them back a little bit, and then they actually get a touchdown right here with kind of a questionable call. That one could have went either way.
Well, it could have. They were certainly in there battling, and that was a time where they kind of went against us right there. TJ was in there battling against a real big receiver, and he just came up short on that ball. But we got the return. The offense has a chance to come out here and answer and make some things happen. And you can see the O-line and the running backs, working to grind it out right here. And we take advantage of them trying to sneak a safety into the box and throw the quick pedal on the outside to Jones.
And you can see that this team is really battling. It shows you the quality of the team that they are, because they're not going to get behind and stay behind. They're going to fight to stay in this ball game.
Oh, no question. There's no quitting these guys. And, they're flying around with the ball, getting there. And, we're working hard to make some things happen, and they are too. But, nice short yardage play right there. Again, Zacchaeus Leapart on a good run, and again hitting them up the middle. I tell you, our power and ISO game was really good for us on the day, and we went for it on that series on downs. Came up a little bit short on fourth, and put the defense back out on the field there. We're going to get a holding call on this play, thankfully, if I remember correctly. They had a big gain to get them back towards scoring position, but a couple of penalties and a great defensive play, and we stop them and force the punt.
Now, I think you can see that back finishing off that last run of theirs, and they had size all across the board.
Oh, no, they did. Skill, line, really very, very physically talented group of guys here at Kilgore. They're going to win a lot of games this year. And nice job right here on the half roll pass. Tyler coming again on the misdirection. Brett Larkin, one of our fullbacks, nice job on the catch and run. And we come back, Brett comes back and cuts. You can't cut working back into the ball. So we got behind the chains again, and again, we got into trouble with that a lot of times in the second half. Thought we got a real bad call there. He's clearly got the ball. He's clearly got feet in, and he clearly maintained possession of the ball. But that went against us, and then we had to punt.
Yeah, and we do get a nice punt off right here, pushing them back, and great coverage. Special teams stepping up again.
Yeah, Travis Amy right there is a guy that can help us on offense, on defense, and obviously on special teams. But great job keeping them pinned back, making them work hard to earn it. And Tavares Bingham, really had a great couple of series right here. Great sack for his safety to extend our lead a bit, got us up to 42 points there. And Zico has a chance to come in here and make a play on the return again. And he had a good day in the return yards. Did some really good things for us there. But, we're coming out again, taking advantage of the flats because they're trying to pack the box with our success running the game. But we come up short here and have to punt. And again, we have an opportunity to pin them back deep and force them to start around their own 15.
They're going to come back out here kind of getting in desperation mode now. They're going to put it in the air a little bit more, still hitting some of those swing passes, but really trying to work the middle of the field too.
They are. When you can see we're to a point where we're mainly doing three-man rushes, occasionally inserting a linebacker to get a fourth man in there, but that allows us more in coverage, but it also allows them more time to find those guys. We got to hold coverage for a long, long time with only 3 men rushing. But another great play by Devontae Freeman right there. He really did some big things on this game day, and great pressure. We got to get hit on the quarterback right there, but they found a hole underneath and were able to take advantage of it. And they tried to get us on a polar play, a little freeze play, but our guys did a good job. Marcus Holton right there continuing the play and was able to knock that ball away. You can see right there again, Khalil Gray coming out, putting a good hit on the quarterback, but to his credit, he stood in there, took it, and gave their guy a chance to make a play down the middle of the field, and they did.
And, you speak of Devontae, he led the team in tackles with 9 total tackles, pass breakup, just a
block
huge
kick,
day. Yes.
went for a touchdown. Yeah, just really, and played 2 positions, played dog safety and corner for us on the day. But as you can see, we had a chance for a sack right there, and a couple clips ago we kind of didn't execute the hands team the way we practice it, and gave them a chance to come back down and score again and make it probably more interesting than it should have been in this game. But again, to their credit, they're working hard. And they just make a mental mistake right there. They had a chance to get a first down and keep the chains going, but the running back stepped out of bounds before he got there to it, and we were able to get the ball back and take the last few seconds off the clock in victory formation.
And, a few of the guys that we've already mentioned, Bingham being one, but you got to be pleased with the way those guys in the heat up against that kind of quality offensive line, they stepped up and played their guts out.
Oh, they did, and it was a long game. There's a lot of penalties in the game again. We did a better job reducing the number, but still had too many. But defensively, because, they scored a couple of times, they had to go right back out on the field. So they had a large number of snaps. I think they were low 90s maybe overall. But, really a lot of plays, and guys had to step up in tough conditions on the road against a great team. And I just can't say enough about the way they came out there and battled their tails off for 60 minutes.
We'll be right back to wrap things up. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
These days, convenience is hard to come by. Georgia Military College offers campuses in Georgia and programs that can be taken fully online. Flexibility is as important as the classes you choose, and GMC's programs give you the ability to mold college around your busy schedule. Small class sizes and dedicated instructors give you the attention you need without being overwhelmed by traditional college life. The future is in your hands. Come see why GMC is a perfect fit for your educational goals. GMC, start here, go anywhere.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
Dr. Stephen Neergarth, Dr. James Eckstein, and nurse practitioner Torrance Drakeford at Oconee Orthopedics provide the Milledgeville area with advanced orthopedic care. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior who tends to overdo it, or just have aching joints, we can help. We specialize in hip and joint replacements, sports medicine, foot, knee, shoulder, elbow, ankle, hand, and pediatric orthopedics. We also treat orthopedic trauma. Put your pain in the past. Call Oconee Orthopedics today.
Coach, great way to start out with a win on the road. First road game, a lot of young kids on the team. Got to be just a great feeling for you.
Well, it is. You know, it was a big challenge for us. Again, we had a tough opening game, had a little bit of a breather the second week, and then we were right back out against a great opponent in Kilgore, taking that young group on the road. But, you know, they really responded well to the challenges. Again, came out, played an excellent 30 minutes of ball. I think our biggest challenge now is to be able to build on that as we take on another very strong team coming up this week. Again on the road, neutral site game, but again a long trip. But we got to learn as we go through the year to be able to build on our success and put together a full 60 minutes of football in all aspects of what we do. And I think we're on a good glide path right now, if you will. But we got a lot of work to do to make sure we still keep moving forward in all phases of the game.
And that team coming up is an ASA Brooklyn team that is constantly getting better, that's really loaded this year.
Yeah, they are, you know, very talented across the board, just really known for their tough physical defense. And, you know, in our last championship season in 2013, had the smallest margin of victory as we went through that season just because of that great defense they put on the field against us. So, you know, we know that we're going to have to play exceptionally well across the board, and going to have a special challenge, you know, for our offense and our offensive line with that tough active defense that ASA Brooklyn has. But hey, you know, we're going to have challenges as we go through the year. We just got to continue to work to get better in our execution, our knowledge and understanding of the game, and I think we're capable of doing that.
And speaking of the neutral site, where will this game take place?
We actually will be playing at James Madison University on Sunday this week, so we have an extra day of preparation, though we actually used it for rest given the game conditions and the difficulty of it this last week. But, you know, we had extra time to get ready for these guys, so, you know, hopefully it'll pay off when we take the field up there.
Well, join us here next week. You've been watching The Burt Williams Show.